Hey comic fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic book to buy. And today, fans, we're talking about Old Man Logan, issue number 2. The first issue was absolutely amazing, and the story was really well done. So I couldn't wait for issue 2, and I definitely had to do a review on this issue to see if this book is holding up to expectations here. So this book is written by Jeff Lemire, and the artist is Andrea Sorrentino. The artwork is pretty good, as we get to see some cows being splattered on its pages. And you can tell that they're in the cow pastures because you get to see outlines of cows, which I thought was pretty neat. You know, if you're a fan of Sorrentino's artwork, you're gonna love the artwork. Again, it works in this series because there's not an overabundance of people in the book to clutter things up, unlike how it was in Secret Wars. So I really enjoy it, and it's very similar to the way the art style obviously was in Arrow. And Green Arrow when you read that series in DC. But here we get to see Logan slicing Hulk's legs and whatnot. So I thought it was pretty cool. The only time you have a problem with something is like if you're trying to recognize who a character is. But besides that, I think the artwork is really well done. So let's go ahead, let's recap the story and review it at the same time and tell you my thoughts on this book, and if you guys should be continuing to buy it. Alright, so first things first is in Old Man Logan, we get to see some narration by Old Man Logan, and he's talking about how Banner went crazy. At one point he was good, and then all of a sudden he went insane. He thinks it's the gamma radiation that changed his brain. And then what happens is we do a flashback story, kind of like what happens in the last issue when you saw Wolverine flashing back and seeing his son being slapped by the Butcher, and then you wind up seeing what Wolverine did to the Butcher. So you wind up getting to see what this Hulk gang was about, and these Hulk gang members were all of Banner's son, and they knew nothing but to be evil. So they would, when all the superheroes were dead, then they just went to the farmers, and they just bullied people around, and they killed people. And Logan kind of wanted to do something about it, you know, before things got worse, but his wife at the time just said, you know what, Logan, just leave it be. You know, we don't want any trouble. And then eventually the Hulk gang made its way to his family, and it wound up killing his kids and his family and everything else. So what happened is usually you don't have a chance to fix things, right? Well, he's been given a second chance, and he feels that the next person to go onto his list that he wrote down is Banner. He feels like if he kills Banner, that none of this will actually happen. Banner won't go crazy, he won't have kids, and everything will be, you know, going back to normal, or he won't go into this evil world. So what happens is Wolverine winds up finding Hulk, and he starts slicing and dicing him from the knees on up. And in this book, you got your, you know, your real, I guess, true, all new, all different characters fighting each other. Old Man Logan versus Hulk, but it's not Banner Hulk, it's Amadeus Cho Hulk. And so he doesn't realize that it's him at first. He's like, wait a second, he sounds all different, you know? And so they first start doing this battle, and Amadeus Cho is just a kid, and he's like, dude, what's wrong with you? Stop slicing me with the claws, you know? And then they come to a grip, and they find out, Wolverine finds out that it's not Banner, and he asks that all-important question, and he goes, where's Banner? And Cho goes, oh, I can't tell you that, you know, and so what happened is it's just like you don't get that revelation what happens to Banner. They're not going to give it away here. And there were some good character moments between the two characters, as you know, he's joking around with him. He's calling old Grandpa Logan, or just Grandpa, and it was just some funny moments. And once Wolverine realizes that it's not Hulk, he kind of can't believe it. He doesn't know what to do now, so he abandons the situation. And Amadeus wanted to kind of help him, but he didn't want anything to do with it. He just found himself confused. He had to heal from the battle, and he felt that he needed somebody to talk to, somebody that he could trust, someone that he knows from, I think it was Brooklyn. And so he winds up lying down and goes into the house, and you wind up seeing Pizza Dog, right? And so at the end of this book, none other wind up getting not Hawkeye, but Katie Bishop. And it was a pretty cool ending because Logan just sits there and he's like, he sees Pizza Dog and he goes, "Hey there, boy, you daddy around?" And he goes, "Barton, Hawkeye." And that's when you see Katie Bishop, and she goes, "You're half right, old man." So I thought that was really cool to see Katie Bishop at the end of this issue. And now you notice that Logan is stuck. He doesn't know what to do, and maybe he's going to have Katie Bishop team up with him and maybe try to find the answers that they're looking for with Hawkeye, or with with Hulk, and see what they can do to try to solve this whole situation. But nevertheless, it's a good, really good read, and I'm very intrigued with this story. I can't wait to see where it actually goes. I love the fight scenes between Hulk and Wolverine here. They were great, and I love how Sorrentino really spotlights the certain scenes on what happens with Wolverine and Hulk in their battles, you know, major key points. And overall, the book is outstanding, and I really enjoy it, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. And so far, there's 2 books this week already that are 5 out of 5 for me that I really enjoyed the story, so it's going to be hard to pick a #1 book. So, guys, if you haven't read Old Man Logan yet, go ahead, pick it up. I suggest it, and you'll love issue #1, and I think you'll love issue #2 just as much. And to get a full effect of the story, read the trade as well. So, again, guys, 5 out of 5 from me. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of this actual story. Where do you think Logan is going to go next? And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until that next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. Bye.